Welcome to yoga. Starting on your back, take some circles with your wrists and your feet. Take a big stretch overhead and put your hands into a steeple grip position. We're going to take a stretch to the right now, so shifting your feet to the right and your arms to the right. Feel that stretch in your left body, and then to the other side, almost like a banana stretch. Feel that stretch down your right side body. Lovely. Come back to center, bring your arms down, feet can come up, and we're going to come into a bridge pose. So you want your fingers by your heels, and then pushing up your hips. Make sure you've got some space, so between your chin and chest. Lowering back down, we're going to hug the knees in, and we're going to come to a happy baby pose. So holding onto the outsides of your feet, making sure your back is flush with the floor, lowering back down. We're going to come back into a bridge pose again, so lifting the hips high and back, chin to chest, chest to chin, chin to the sky, holding that and lowering down. We're going to come back into our happy baby, so holding the outsides of the feet, rocking side to side. I'm going to come down now and make sure our stomach is flat to the floor, so make a sh noise, bringing up our feet, legs. And we're going to tap the left toe down, tap the right toe down. It's really important that your core is engaged here and flush with the mat. So lowering the right leg down, lowering the left leg down. Keeping going with that. So right leg down, taps the floor. Left leg down, taps the floor. Really engaging your core here. Right leg taps, left toes tap. And then both feet come down to the mat. Engage your core here again with that shh noise, and stretch your left leg up to the ceiling. You can interlace your hands around your thigh or your shin or your foot, whatever feels comfortable for you today. And push back into your hands. Flex that top foot, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and then lower it back down, hug it in, and let's switch sides. We're going to make sure our core is engaged. Raise the right leg, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, and then hug it in and come back down. Don't forget your breath here again. We're going to lift up our left leg now. We're going to cross it over our right. We're just going to come into a twist. So looking in the opposite direction. You can see I've run out of room a bit on my left side. I haven't accounted for the space, but hopefully you have. What do they say in yoga? Meet yourself where you are now. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Breathe into the stretch. This is a variation of a twist, really, just to wake up the spine. Same thing, hug your knees into the chest now, roll a bit, and then cross right leg up, and then cross it over your left leg. Oh look, I haven't got enough space coming over. I'm laughing about that. Into your twist on the left. Breathe here, keep your shoulders on the mat. Coming back up out of that. Flush to the mat, roll around a little bit, and then we're going to rock up and down the mat. I love this. First thing in the morning, it's great. Rock up and down. Up and down, as much as you want here. Keep going if you like. Pause the video. We're going to come up onto all fours. So find your foundation here. Hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to take our knees wide and come into an extended child's pose. So really active in the hands here. A great stretch in your upper back, maybe your hips, and breathe. Don't forget breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise up. We're going to take it to the right and then exhale back down. So it's sort of a side stretch in our child's pose. Inhale, rise up, and then we're going to take it the same thing to the left. I'm staying on fingertips here. You can come back, you can come right down to flat hands. It's up to you really. Mommy's choice. Just breathe. Make sure you're breathing here. It's really important. Inhale, rise up, look up, and then come back down into your extended child's pose. My hands are flat here now. Inhale, exhale. Maybe set an intention here for your practice, or consider I am strong. Inhale, rise up. We're going to sit back onto our heels now, so toes are tucked, and just going to sit our breath, then rise up. And remember to knit those ribs down, core in. There we are, I'm thinking about that here. And then reach your left hand back and raise your right arm overhead. And we're going to switch, so left hand comes back, right arm raises overhead. And switch, right arm back, left arm rises overhead. And left hand back, right arm rises overhead. And then come back and sit on your heels. I'm going to come into a child's pose. Traditional child's pose I've chosen to come in this time, so I can really get that space between my upper back. Now rise up on an inhale. We're going to reach your right leg back, our left leg back, and we're going to come into a plank pose. Of course you can lower your knees here if you wish. We're going to rock backwards and forwards in our plank. We're not going to take our hips high and back, walking our feet out. Bending our knees in our downward dog. This is your downward dog. You make this your own. And we'll take a twist. Right hand to right thigh. Look under your elbow. Armpit, sorry. Right, left hand to left thigh. And coming back. Bending our knees. Really getting into that upper back. Walking our hands back to our feet. I'm going to find a ragdoll pose, so clasp opposite elbow, really feel your back decompress. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Going to come into a Malasana, Yogi Squat now, so taking your feet wide, hands to heart. It's a really grounding pose, I find. Set your intention again, repeat your intention here. I am strong. I am strong. You got this. Hands come to the mat. We bring our feet together. Hip width distance apart. Halfway lift. And then we're going to roll up. Arms overhead. Hands to heart. Come to the center of your mat now. And just breathe. Knit those ribs down. Inhale like you're pulling up from a piece of string. Lift your left leg up. You're going to take a mini tree, medium tree, or a high tree, which is impossible in these trousers. My leg foot keeps slipping down. So you may be in the same position as me and have on some hippie trousers, and then you can't quite get in your tree. Either way, it's okay. Meet yourself where you are now. You can raise your arms back and you can sway a little bit, a swaying tree. Ooh, I lost my balance there, but I'm back. Back making my mini tree. Raise the knee up, place it back down, other side. I think I can hear something, which is why my eyes went like that. Okay, you're going to raise your right leg up. You're going to come into a mini tree, a medium tree, or a tall tree. Yoga's choice here. Put your intention to yourself, or consider I am strong. Tree pose really does test our balance, you know. I've had 4 children, and it definitely affects your core, it affects your center, and it affects your balance, and yoga is a great way to regain that balance and regain that strength, not only physically but also mentally. It's amazing how I've managed to line up directly in my last tree with my safari pictures behind me. Inhale, cactus the arms. Open your heart to the world and to the possibilities that are there for you. Exhale, hedgehog pose. Tuck your chin in as much as you can into a little ball. Breathe here in this ball, and we come to a seat. We're going to come and lie down on our backs now. Halve the knees into the chest and rock side to side. Stretch your arms overhead if you like. And we're going to come and lie out long into our final pose, Shavasana. And I just want you to think about how different your body might feel today after that practice, and just let your body digest all that it has done. Let your body relax, release your jaw, release your eyes, release your core, release your ankles, release your legs and your thighs and your fingers and your elbows and your wrists and your shoulders. Let your body sink deep into the mat and know that you've got this and that you're strong, and that you can do anything. Bring your hands together at your third eye, at your mouth, and at your heart. Turn over and you can come up to a seat now, or you can stay lying in Shavasana for as long as you like, or as long as you need to. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel. Namaste.